It's Friday, November 4th, 2022. Here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, giving out free picks. Our best bets are always in the premium area, though. Chris, how you doing today?
Doing all right. Still a little bit flabbergasted about the way that Texans and Eagles game ended last night. I was on the under in that thing and thought, they going to kick the extra point, make it 28-17, still at least have a shot, but then the 2-point conversion. Oh, boy. And then it was like, maybe they'll score again, so I won't feel as bad losing by half a point. No, it didn't happen, but it's okay. Move on. Now we're headed on to Friday.
I had the under as well. I got screwed. It's just the same way. But so be it. Anyways, part of life. Not my best day, but I'll have better days, and I know that's all part of it,
Yeah.
Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, we had a nice day taking out from all the snow we got. Other than that, I had a 2 and 3 day because of the weather's complete collapse in the third tier. So,
Yeah, we didn't get it done. That's for sure.
no, didn't get it done. Can't win them all. But today's a new day, and we don't look back. We always look forward. On to a new day.
Yeah, these are the times of the year where it's just I'm so busy I can't even get my head on straight. Normally it's like I'm all ready for my NFL by now, and I haven't even started it. I did the one show with the guys, but really that's about it. Normally it's like my videos are ready to go by this point. Nah, haven't touched them. I'm gonna have to do them after the show at some point. Such is life. But got 3 college football games tonight. Got tons of NBA tonight. A little bit of NHL sprinkled in. No baseball. There's a double Houston cover last night. Astros
Yep.
And Texans. Someone left some. Oh, you keep fading Philly. You'll ride us all these times. Not a fan site, boys. We had the point. I had him on the money line, but I also had him with the points. Not a fan site, fellas. Never has been, never will be. You can be a fan and be here. Like me, I'm on my oil. My Oilers. I'm Oilers till I die. But it's
Look, see, I jump back on the bandwagon. I should just stay off the bandwagon. They'd better when I'm not on the bandwagon.
I don't know if we want you anywhere near our bandwagon after last night's fiasco. At least Calgary got their ass kicked.
Yeah, exactly. At least we got a Calgary got their ass kicked. That's we love to see that.
Exactly. It's it could have been worse. That's how I feel being a Canes fan. It's like at least Ohio State, Florida, and Notre Dame all lost. It's anyways, new day, new dollar. I had the Thunder. They screwed me too, man. It was it came all the way back. They were down 13-0. Came all the way back, and didn't get it done. I see a lot of people still using the 15 off code from last month, and I usually leave it live for a few days. I set it, a month in advance and everything. I usually set it for 4 or 5 days to give people a chance to transition over, but I don't see a lot of people transitioning. I see a lot of people still using the 15 off code, but that will stop working. So start using the pick code for your 15% off. Anyways, well, we got tons of games tonight. Where do you guys want to start? College football, or you want to start with the NBA?
College football.
That's a question. All right, we'll start with college football then. We go to the first game. It is UMass versus UConn. Yep, it's happening. And as far as I know, they haven't canceled the game. This is one of those ones during COVID, you was man, did they cancel the UMass UConn game? This is one it would have been front and center. If they would have had it then. Are they going to send television cameras to this game? Yes, they are. CBS Sports Network getting the job done for this one. Channel 221 for your DirecTV watchers like me.
You just see the TV provider sitting at a table. Okay, who's getting UMass UConn? They're all pulling straws.
Jefferson Pilot Sports Network.
Surprised the thing wasn't on like Spectrum.
I grew up with before cable, so it's like all those games were like on Raycom, Jefferson Pilot Sports, like all these off, production companies that would then sell the production to like Channel 33.
You imagine going to this game, you just see all the
standing there in front of the TV like, oh no! It's like right when something's happening.
Right. Holding the antenna up. Wait, right there. Don't move.
Your mom comes into your bedroom and she's like, what's on the TV here? What is this? Looks like a lot of static. Like a snowstorm or something. I'm watching the game. Where is it?
No, if you look really close, you can see an arm.
It's a Pratt Whitney Stadium in East Hartford. If you say so. Chris, Pratt Whitney Stadium got Jim Mora's Huskies 15.5-point favorites with a 40-point total against UMass. So it's one of those games.
Yeah, and I think that kind of tells you what everybody thinks of UMass in this game. And I'm inclined to agree, but I'm not going to lay the points with UConn here. I'm going to take the under. I think this could easily be another 13-3 win for UConn here. I was looking at it to try to maybe drive this total as far down as I could. Now it's Degenerate Friday. Why not? I'll see if I can put down as low of a total as possible on this game, because I really think this is going to be a slop fest for a full 60 minutes.
Let's see what we can get on this total. If you go to the underside of things, you can get this down to. They'll let you go to 40.5 at plus 205. So not the kind of payout we're looking for an 8-point drop, but the book's really trying to protect themselves.
Let's see if I can. Lowest total I can get is 20 points. I can go under 20 at plus 1,600.
Wow. Rod, how about you? Under 20?
I think you just take UMass plus the points. I don't think UConn covers. The total's too low. The low scoring game and that many points. UMass 7-3 ATS the last 10 road games versus a team with a losing home record. So I think we can get this got backdoor cover written all over it. So I'll take UMass. Hold my nose and take UMass. I think you can get a cover.
UMass sucks ass. I'm taking UConn and laying 23 points in this thing, plus 189 on my money. It's not even a great payout considering I have to lay full touchdown above the point spread and plus the 2-point conversion. But I don't care. That's what I feel about UMass on the road. Straight ass, 1-5 against the number one, playing against a team with a losing record. 7-20 in their last 27 on the road. Yeah, that covers 5 years and change of sucking. We'll take UConn here. The Huskies, 4-1 against the number in the last 5 at home. 5-0 against the number in their last 5 games. And yeah, Rod, 6-2 against the number when playing against a team with a losing record. Maybe Jim Calhoun comes out of retirement to coach this thing. I'll take the Huskies. I like Jim Calhoun. Won a bunch of national titles. Went out in a giant recruiting scandal and a great and academic mess. It's like, but still revered at UConn for all the winning. It's like, well, we didn't get to go to the NCAA tournament because we couldn't get a D+ average between everybody. It's like they couldn't get like a 400 average SAT score. Isn't that like, don't you get like 290 for signing your name? For filling out your name correctly? It's like, yeah, right. Whoa. That's like out of 1,600, they couldn't get 400 average on their team. It's like, What?
Nice.
Guys, he spelled his own name wrong.
It's like,
Can you imagine? You want your Degenerate Friday bet of the day, put $1 on Jim Calhoun to score the first touchdown.
Jim Calhoun's like, well, once Kemba left, we lost all the brains of the organization. It's like, what are you talking about, man? It's like crazy stuff going on there. All right, speaking of bad teams, Boston College is playing Duke. This is really two bad games. If you live in New England, I mean, you could drive between these two games. You could, you could probably watch one half of one and one half of the other. They both stink. Terrible games.
What's the get-in price for this Boston College GM?
At Chestnut Hill.
Yeah.
They don't sell beer at those games. I'll tell you that much.
They don't?
Nope. I went to college at Boston
Oh, then they'll
University.
be sneaking it in.
We used to go to the hockey games at BC, and it would just be BU students walking around in circles around the rink looking for the beer stand that didn't exist.
That didn't exist.
My friend Brian Hayshu comes in the comments once in a while. My old roommate, he used to always say, "Oh, you see all the BU fans in there, like BU stuff, like walking around in circles looking for the beer stand." He's like, because my first time here, I spent 35 minutes walking around in circles looking for the beer stand.
Right? What's going on here?
I mean, the drinking age was 18 back then. Those were the good old days. We were all grandfathered in.
Right?
Chris,
Totally.
Chestnut Hill, Boston College, they have been getting absolutely spanked this season. And Duke, upside surprise, 1 game away from bowl eligibility. Do they pull off the shocker in prime time at Chestnut Hill?
I don't believe so. I'm going to take Duke here, laying the points. You know, obviously the big question mark. I can't believe I'm saying big question mark in Boston College in the same sentence. Big question mark for Boston College is, do they get their starting quarterback for tonight? Phil Jerkovich left the last game after getting absolutely destroyed, and I think it's questionable. I've seen lower body injury. I've seen head injury. So
how about
could
straight
be both.
suckage? How about straight suckage? Did you see that?
That's been a season long issue for him. So
Yeah.
I'm going to
Straight
take Duke here.
suckage.
Duke's got a diamond in the rough quarterback in Riley Leonard. He's been really good. Mike Elko's turned this Duke team around already. So I like Duke to win this one by 2 touchdowns. So give me Duke laying the points.
I like the under in this one. Boston College, even if Djokovic does come back, he definitely took a nice bounce off his head. Looked like he was definitely upended, bounced off his head. He's not going to be at 100%. And if he doesn't play, they got a freshman going in this one. So I like the under. Duke on the road has burnt me a couple times. I don't trust Duke on the road. They've been awful on the road. I like the under in this one.
Well, if you're not willing to lay points with Duke, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure that how you can get on UMass, because UConn beat the crap out of Boston College. I mean, so I'm not really sure how you get there. But anyways, that was last week.
That's why I'm taking the under. I'm not taking either way. I'm not taking a side in this one.
Well, you took UMass.
I did, because that's got backdoor cover written all over it.
You got UMass, Boston College, and UConn all going in the same, thing. This game's on ESPN.
So they got to keep it close then, so then I should just take Boston College just because it's DGen Friday.
No way.
So I'll take UMass as ass, and I'll take the 2 ass teams. So I'll take Boston College, and I'll take UMass.
I'm taking Duke. I'm laying 3 touchdowns.
$9 to get into that game.
My guess is I could probably get 2 for $9 if I really hold my ground.
Here's the thing. If you can get the nosebleeds for $9, but if you really splurge and you want to see closer to the action at midfield, you have to spend a whole $21.
No way. I'm getting in for 9, and I'm sitting wherever the hell I damn well please.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. This says general admission. You guys did. What do you mean I couldn't bring my own chair?
Boston College is plus 310 on the money line at a plus 10.5 dog. That's big. That's big money line for 10.5. They really are looking for some action here. Yeah.
UMass is even bigger. That's plus 650 for some.
Yeah, but they're
money line
15.5. Yeah, they're not gonna win, Rod.
Oh, I didn't say they were going to win.
UMass,
but I can see a fumbly, and then all of a sudden, oh, look, he's in the end zone.
UMass is
UConn
1-7.
12.
The one UMass win, the lone UMass win came against Stony Brook, 20-3. They were 1-point favorites against Stony Brook. That's how good they opened.
I think they opened as underdogs in that game too.
They opened as a dog to the Seawolves.
Because I remember Romanelli was pissed that UMass was an underdog.
They lost to New Mexico State by 17. They lost to Temple by 28.
Shut out in that game, I think, too.
Oof. Buffalo, 34-7. They played New Mexico State twice. Oh, no, they played them last year, and then they played them again this year. They lost again. They lost twice. So they played New Mexico State twice in the last 10 games and lost both. Ouch. Nothing attractive about that. Well, we go to the feature game of the night, and they'll start at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Washington taking on Oregon State. I am less than sold on this Washington team, man. These guys are overrated. They are better at home than they are on the road, that's for sure. But it's still Michael Penix Jr., and you get what you get. If you want to put your money on Michael Penix, be my guest. He's not seeing 1 ounce, not 1 shekel from this Cowboy. That ain't happening. I will take the money line and lay additional points with Oregon State if I have to. Chris?
I'm going to take the over here. I think Washington, like you said, Washington does play better at home. Oregon State, I think, does have the offense to hang around. But I see this line was going, I think it was going down last I checked. It dropped from 60.5 to 54.5, and I think it could have went the other way. So, yeah, give me the over 54.5 in this one. I really like the over in this spot.
It went down because it's supposed to be raining, a little bit of rain in Washington.
Michael's worried about the rivalry factor in the UMass game. Oh, they're going to be up for this one. They got way up. We saw what they did to Stony Brook. You saw what they did to the Seawolves. Right?
That could very well be, I'll give him credit. That could be the degenerate way of thinking in that one. That you're worried about the rivalry factor in the in UMass and UConn. I'll give him credit on that one.
What are you doing on Oregon State, Washington State? I hate Washington's guts. I'm going with Oregon State, even though they fired Sarkisian, which everyone's got to like and respect. Any school that's fired Steve Sarkisian, at least they at least they eventually got it together. Of course they had to hire him to fire him, but Chris Peterson could win there, and I don't know, Michael Penix Jr. I don't know, man. I don't like him. I don't like him. Maybe it is personal. Maybe it's personal. Maybe it's personal. The Beavers love field turf, man. They love it. Love the artificial surface. Eat it up. They eat it up. It's like chomp on it like they're building a dam.
Beavers eating turf.
That's right. Chewing up the turf. Degenerate Friday.
Chewing up the turf.
Rod, what do you think?
I like the over. I like the over in this one as well. I understand the drop because it's supposed to be this torrential rain in Washington, and the Sharps are all on the under. So then we better take the over just because. You look at Washington at home; they've scored 40 points in all their games except for one. That was against Michigan State. And look at these Beavers; they can score points as well. So I think we easily get over the 54.5. This number's like light by a good 10 points. All worried about a little bit of rain. I don't think a little bit of rain is going to make a difference. Take the over 54.5 in this one.
I mean, you look at the losses of Oregon State, right? I mean, Utah and USC. The USC game was a 3-pointer, man. It was a close one. They lost at Utah pretty badly. But, outside of that, 3 points against USC, no shame in that, man. It's like you can keep it within 3 against USC. You sure as hell can keep it against 3 against Michael Penix Jr., you know? Michael Penix Jr. You're kidding me. They beat Cal, though. Whipped Cal's ass. 28-21. Of course, they were laying 7.5, so it wasn't enough of an ass kick. Beat Cal's ass. They haven't covered in 4 games. Michael Penix Jr. It reminds me of the last time I bet on him. Penix Jr. Yeah, let's see what kind of extended lines we can get here in Oregon State. Beaver ball. I don't know, man. Oregon State's not bad. They're not. Getting a little disrespected here. Beat Middle Tennessee State. Beat Fresno. Beat Boise. They slaughtered Boise. That was Hank Bachmeier's undoing. The 19 interceptions in the first quarter. Phillies are plus 170 or minus 171 at plus a run and a half in that game. Man, a lot of people think it's 7 games. Did you give a pick, Chris?
On which Washington State?
Question? Yeah, Washington.
Oregon yeah. I gave out the over.
All right. Rod gave out the under, and I've got Washington. I've got Oregon State.
I gave out the over.
You said under. You said
over. I said I said all the Sharpies are on the under here. They're thinking it's a little bit of rain, and they're like,
then we'll be pushing up the over on this one. Let me see. So we could go. Let's take a look at what would be a good bet on this game. What would it take to get me on this one? So I would take, if I
60.5.
Don't tell me what to do, Rod. I'm fully capable of betting my own money. If I take this up to 63 on the over, and then I make it Washington State or Oregon State minus 2.5, I could go higher, but I like the 2.5 here on the road. And if I did that, then I would get $100 pays $8.53.10. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah. All right, so that's my bet. I bet, this is what I bet. I bet over 63 at plus 222, and I parlayed it with Oregon State minus 2.5 at plus 196. $100 pays $8.31.10. Why not? It's Degenerate Friday. Don't judge me. I see that look. Don't judge me. I'm not going to show you my bets anymore then. Boy. Oh, my God. Parlay that up with UMass laying the big number. Or UConn.
See? UMass, see? UMass laying the big.
I'm delirious. We go to the NBA. It's an interesting card tonight, I'll tell you that much. I know our cappers are all over the place on tonight's games. I can tell you that much. Pistons versus Cavs. Pacers versus Heat. Sixers versus Knicks. Wizards versus Nets. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the Pacers plus the points. I just haven't loved what I've seen from the Miami Heat up to this point in the season, and the Pacers, they still have been playing well in the underdog role. They got back-to-back covers, including an outright win against the Brooklyn Nets on the road. They beat the Wizards outright on the road in their last over the course of their last 3 road games. And at home, they beat up on the Pistons. I know Miami Heat are a solid team, but they haven't been covering in the favorite role. So I think this is a close win for Miami if Indiana doesn't win outright. Give me the Pacers and the points there. And I'm going to lay the points with the Washington Wizards. I just think the Brooklyn Nets are an absolute disaster right now. 1-7 against the spread so far this season. And I know, the Wizards aren't everybody's favorite team, but I think they're going to be my favorite team in this spot against the Nets. So give me the other Wizards.
Rod.
In these ones, the Heat have been not good. And the Pacers have started turning it on, playing the better ball. I like the Pacers in that one as well. And then the other one is time spot. I am going to take one more shot here with the Brooklyn Nets. I'm going to take them on the money line over the Wizards. Wizards aren't that good.
You're an idiot.
These are the Nets, but I think the Nets can beat up on the Wizards in that one. DJ, I'll take the Nets on the money line in that one. Look, they've 1-7 ATS, just like you said. This is a good spot here. They pop up and surprise some people and snag a win. I'll take the Nets.
You're a stupid, stupid man. I'm taking the Wizards here over the Nets. I will not go anywhere near the Brooklyn Nets. 2-6 on the season, 0-2 on the road, 1-7 against the number. Kiss my ass, Nets. I'm taking the Wizards. Yeah, the Wizards were dead to me last Friday. One of the worst performances I've ever had. I'm telling you, I could have burnt money. It would have felt better than betting on the Wizards last Friday. I could have just, like when you lose money, you don't know where you can't find it. And it's like you look for whatever, and then, sometimes you eventually find it. Sometimes you just never do. I would rather do that than bet on the Wizards the way they were against the Pacers last Friday. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather do that 5 times than bet on the Brooklyn Nets. These guys stink, man. They stink. STIN kink. Stink. Coach fired. Star player gone. Bye-bye. Kevin Durant under 7.5 assists was one of my top props today on our NBA prop show. No Kyrie, no Ben Simmons. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Whoa. Oh, man. Is that breaking news?
He's kind of...
It's like, what? The odds makers didn't know that. When they did this one. It's like, do you know anything about sports betting at all? Let's go back to it, okay? So the guys that make the lines, okay? By the time you hear that these guys aren't playing and Kyrie suspended, really? Oh, my God, I didn't hear that. The guys that make the lines, you think, they didn't know that when they made the line, right? They had no idea. They would never factor that they're missing like the guy that makes $40 million a year, right? A lot of the odds makers would so it would be the same line if he was playing as if he wasn't playing, but you know better than them. Trust me, you don't. It's not how it works, man. These guys know this stuff 10 hours before you ever hear about it. These guys know way before you ever know. It is called buy the rumor, sell the news. That is what it is, man. It's just like Wall Street. Same thing, man. There's no way we could take the Nets. You know why? We hate them because they stink. We've been betting against them all season and cashing. Why would we get off that horse now? I'm not saying I'm rushing to the window to bet the Wizards here. That ain't happening.
Yeah, because they're playing the Wizards.
I'm just saying put a gun to my head, which I'm not really willing to do at this point. But it's like if I have to choose one or the other, I sure as hell wouldn't be taking the Brooklyn Nets anytime soon. I mean, you got how many games on the board today in the NBA? I mean, why do you have to be anywhere near this game? There's no logical reason to be anywhere near this game. You got a Wizards team that played absolutely ass last Friday. I mean, they're playing at the same time as UMass and UConn are playing on CBS Sports Network. I mean, they're doing that for a reason. You think these networks don't understand what's going on? It's like, let's put the Nets Wizards the same time as the UMass UConn.
And let's have the Nets win just to mess people
That
up.
ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. The Nets don't win basketball games.
They won a couple.
2. The Wizards actually looked good last time out.
They did.
The Wizards have a better team. I mean, it's just there's no way that they can consistently shoot as bad as they did last Friday. It's impossible with the guys that they have. Porzingis, Beal, Kuzma, none of them could hit a shot to save their life. You know, and then the bench, oh my God. Yeah. I don't got the stomach to sit through that again. But at the same time, you know, there's no way I could touch the Brooklyn Nets. No chance. Why would I? The Sixers have won 18 in a row straight up as favorites against the Knicks. Take them on the money line. I mean, why not just do that one? It's like there's so many other places to go here. The Cavs should have Garland back tonight, right? Against Pistons. Garland's due for his comeback. It'll be the first time he's played with Donovan Mitchell in a while. That's basically the starting all-star team right there. I mean, there's
Game
a
time
lot.
decision.
Yeah, the decision is he's playing. I've made the decision.
He was back
Also-
last game, I think.
Yeah,
Mitchell's also a game time.
yeah. The decision is he's playing. Garland's now got a knee injury. This guy just goes from one thing to the next. Yeah, these guys are all playing. It doesn't matter. I mean, the Pistons should play the Nets every game. It would end in a scoreless tie. I mean, it's like certain. I think the Pistons are going to be drafted number 1 again. The Pistons are the worst team in the NBA. The Nets are second. I don't know.
I think the Lakers want that draft pick, so we have to fight them for last.
They'll be
But
up there.
it's not even theirs.
Yeah, they don't have.
It's not
they don't-
even theirs, right?
No,
They don't even,
tra-
they'll win it, and then they won't even get it.
no, they don't get it. The Pelicans, right?
Yeah.
So the Pelicans are cheering. They're like, "Yeah, beat
Pelicans will
up the
have like
Lakers."
Zion, Ingram, McCollum, this Wembanyama. All right, Chris, what do you say?
Today I got my $15 NBA posterizer. I also got that play as part of my Fast Break Friday NBA 3-pack. If you're looking to get some action on the NBA board tonight, I also got my NHL Power Play. NHL's been nice to us early on in the season. I got that for $25. Or, today's the day. Hop on long term. You're going to get the most bang for your buck. You're going to get all the action today, as well as a couple bonus college football plays. And all the college football plays tomorrow, NFL Sunday. This is the time to hop on long term and use that promo code PICK for any purchase over $25 total.
And for me, I've got my $15 Bookie Buster. We dropped it yesterday. We're looking to bounce back with it. The last 20 with my Bookie Buster play. It's in the NBA today. Or I also have my 10-star college football mega money blast. That's 9-4 college football run. Roll along in it. You can scoop it up over at Pick Dogs Premium. Or you can get all those plays included in my Tomahawk Steak Friday. You'll get plays in the NBA. I have 1 NHL and 1 college football play. You can get all 5 of those plays in my Tomahawk Steak Friday.
I love today's NBA card. I think it's one of the best ones this season so far. I think it's just money right for the picking. I think the Sharps are all in the wrong place again. I think they get slaughtered on Fridays, and I think they get set up like a bowling pin tonight. Got the Celtics and the Bulls. We got the Grizz against the Hornets. Got the Spurs against the Clippers. And the Mavericks against the Raptors. Chris? You're a homer for the Raptors. What do you got?
Well, believe it or not, I am gonna take the Raptors. I think the Mavericks have a good shot. I think
You should have
they
you
have a
and Jay
chance.
Briggs on here, point counterpoint. I'll bet $1 he's got the Maverick.
$1. It's Degenerate Friday. You're only gonna bet $1.
Well,
I'm gonna bet $100 he's got the Dallas Mavericks in this one. And that's going
no,
live.
but I think I honestly think this is a one possession game, whichever way it goes. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas won this game. I'm not saying Toronto wins outright. I just think it's going to be tight to the last possession. But I also like the under 216.5 in that one. I think it's going to be a bit of a more physical game as well. And I'm trying to scour, see if there's anything else I like here. I like the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm done with the Charlotte Hornets, but 11 is still feels like a lot for me to lay. Oh, the team is 2-6 against the spread so far this season. So probably the only one I'm sticking with is the Raptors and the under in that game.
Rod?
And I agree. I like the under in the Raptors game. I think that's got like first 100 type game, hard, physical, defensive battle in that one. Love the under 216.5 in that one. Just take Morant to go under assist. He's a ball hog. He like to pass under his 7.5. It's his prop there, so take that one. He definitely doesn't pass.
Wow,
and I would take the Hornets plus the points. Well, yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't pass the ball. He's a ball hog. We know it. We seen it when he was out last year. Well, it's hit 5 straight, so it can't be in that one. Mr. Ball hog. And then the other one, I like the Spurs here plus the points against the Clippers. Clippers 2-6 against that number, and the Spurs just 5-3 ATS, but they're a gritty bunch. Trust them more than I do the Clippers.
I would say the Spurs, Clippers, and the Mavericks, Raptors are likely to be settled by less than 10 points between the two of them. Probably it could be less than 5 between the two of them. They could both be that close. I think that Spurs Clippers game pace is going to make the race in that one. The Spurs are more of an offensive team this year. The Clippers more of a defense. Something's got to give. I don't know, man. To me, the Mavericks seem to be a card short of a deck here. They always seem to be a guy short, Well, the Raptors seem to be, I don't know. That last game was cold-blooded, man. That was just like, yikes. You want to talk about Pound Town.
Right?
Oh, my God. That was definitely the biggest whitewash of the season, right?
Raptors growing guys on trees. It's like, holy.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think if the Raptors either win by a dozen or the Mavs win on the last shot, type deal. Probably overtime. I like the Bulls against the Celtics. I'm sick of Jason Tatum. I'm 7 games in. I made it. I didn't even make it to half dozen games. I was already sick of him. It's like he's not like superstar to me, He's good, but he's not like a superstar to be that much of a ball hog. It's like you're 4-3 because of you.
It's like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, exactly. Where do you get off?
Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff?
I'm so sick of Tatum. I don't know why, man. He just irks me. He does, man. Tatum irks me. It's kind of like Rod with John Moran. He's very nice things to say. I like John Moran. Crossover dribble.
See,
I like
wrong. He's looking. He's dancing around. He's like, yeah. Oh wait, we're playing a team game here.
I like him. I like John Moran, but John Moran, man, if you play 1-on-1,
you're in trouble.
You'd be in trouble. The guy who was the best at that was Kobe.
Kobe, yeah.
But Kobe was, way better than John Moran.
Right.
Basically, he was Kobe. Pelicans against the Warriors. Man, the Warriors, how the mighty have fallen. Lost to the Magic last night. Timberwolves against the Bucks. The Bucks, the Bucks are playing this one under protest. They had the Michigan-Ohio State schedule. Basically, every game was at home this season. Scheduled to be at home this season. They finally go on the road. Phoenix Suns against the Portland Trailblazers. This is a true back-to-back. They play again tomorrow. And then Lakers against the Jazz. Chris, I got to get up for a second. So you guys, it's your invitation to whoop shit about me behind my back. I'll be listening to the replay.
And I'm still bitter about the Pelicans. So, and Steve Kerr has said he's going to shake up the lineups for the Warriors for this game. So I don't know what to make of that thing. I might take the under in that game. I think the only game I feel good about giving out probably the Jazz. Getting the 2.5 points. Some people say, "Oh well, I was petty with the Lakers because I think they're an overrated bunch of bums." But I've said before that I think they're a team with good players, not necessarily a good basketball team. And the Utah Jazz, they continue to surprise some folks. Maybe the Lakers start turning it around, but I don't think it's going to be here. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz plus the points.
I like the over in the Warriors and Pelicans. Both teams stink on defense. The Warriors are dead last. I'm not quite dead last. I'm a little giving up 122 points a game. 30th. Pelicans not so much better. They're 15th, giving up 112 points a game. And both offense, number 1 and number 2 in offense are these teams scoring 118 points a game each. So totals at 2.5. I like the over. I don't see a whole lot of defense being played in that one. And the other one here, something that looks right about that. I'm going to Timberwolves here plus the points. I think that comes down to who has the ball last. I'd rather have the points in my pocket than that one. And the other one, I think, why is that 10.5 with the Portland? It looks like they're just begging you. So I'll take the Suns and lay the points. I think they house Portland in game 1 of that back-to-back.
All right. I like all these games. Pelicans, Bucks, Jazz, Suns. I heard you guys talking about.
Crap.
Like,
You weren't supposed to hear some of
that. Come back like all of a sudden no one's talking. All right. We go to the NHL. There's 2 games tonight. Well, one tonight, one during the day. Aren't these games in where's this game at, Rod?
Finland.
Mm-hmm. This is a good idea.
Let's have a Friday afternoon game in Finland to showcase the NHL.
To the Finns. I'm finished. All right, Chris. Take her away. I don't even want any part of this. I refuse to acknowledge any game in Finland. Or any
I'll go with the over in this game.
I mean, maybe if you want to open the season there or something, I could see it. But I mean, now these teams are gonna have to travel back and all that stuff. This is not fair.
Well, we were doing the hockey videos for tomorrow this morning, and I accidentally said Nationwide Arena for Columbus because I had no idea that they slid in these two Finland games. It's just just drop it in the middle of early November, hoping no one will notice. But
I'm calling bullshit on this. I am. I'm calling bullshit.
I don't
agree with it. I don't agree with it, and I don't have to acknowledge it on my program. Not doing it. Not playing. Sorry. I won't be playing.
You could take your rules and shove them. I'm not playing by them.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
I'm gonna take.
You want to do
I'm gonna
that?
take the over here.
It's up to you, man. It's up to you guys. You guys want to talk about it? Go ahead. Be my guest. But for me, I'm not even gonna give him. I'm not even gonna give him the satisfaction.
The platform.
Yeah, I'm not giving him the satisfaction. Man. It's not gonna happen. Call him bullshit. I don't even care if it's Degenerate Friday.
I'm gonna take the over here. I'll make it quick because I don't want to give much of a platform either. But I do like the over here. I think we see a bunch of goals here, some shaky goaltending on both sides to begin with. So give me the over.
I think there's something wrong with Chris's internet.
What I do?
I'm looking at the other one, and you think you see Buffalo and Carolina, and you think you're going to see a whole pile of goals. I like the under in that one. I think goals come more at a premium. Both teams on the back-to-back, so I think goals definitely come at a premium. Tired legs in both of those. As both teams needed to come back to snag their win last night in that one, so I like the under 6.5. I think low scoring one. Goalie shine in that one.
I mean, I haven't tried to fight the good fight with the NHL. I've been, a good sport with the NHL this season. I was like, I'm not going to cover it all, and then, we've been covering it, but it's like, who the hell do they think they are? 2:00 in the afternoon in Finland? Why? Just why? Doesn't even make any sense at all. Is it like a makeup game from another Finland game that was canceled or something?
No, I think they're just trying to do more of these global series games and just make the game more international.
Let's say no to global series. Let's send the NHL a loud, clear message.
I think the Players Association voted on this and they agreed.
Yeah, I just voted and I said I disagreed. How about that? Normally I say this sort of stuff for Surly Mondays.
And all the teams put the name in a hat and you had to pick it out. And these are the teams that are going to play in the international garbage games. And it's like, yay, look what we got.
Yeah, we won't be covering this one tomorrow either. How about that? Plus 220, minus 275. 4-4. Here's Joe Sakic enjoying a herring over in Finland.
He's like standing there, like the guys that take the picture with the fish, and he's holding up just like this little thing.
with his herring.
Yeah.
Joe Sakic with his herring in Finland. I don't know, guys. I don't think I can do it.
Don't blame you.
There's two things I hate. Stock images used on the internet and hockey games played after the season's already started in Finland. I hate stock images, right? Like sites that use stock images. It's like generic football. It's like, what is this?
Generic Caucasian male.
Like, pay for your pictures, man. You don't pay for your pictures, those photographers, they love to sue you. They love it. They wait in the weeds. So use a pic. It's like accidentally put a picture up. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, we pay for all of our pictures on our websites. USA Today Sports. I'm not paying for this. Finland hockey. How many Finnish players are there in the NHL?
Quite a few.
Yeah, it's a decent percentage. I would say at least
Mikko
8 to 10%.
Rantanen, he's actually in this game. Mikkel Granlund, Eric Holla.
I'll let you hear me.
Patrick Lane, Alexander Barkov, Tuvo Tuvanen, Timu Solani. He's not in the league anymore. It's like 100. Holy crap. Look at all those weird things above the letters on this one. Ovi Mata. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. 2 over each A. Rup Hintz. Saku Koivu. He's not still in the league. He's like, it's like his son's playing probably. Antti Ranta, same thing, right?
Finland makes up 4.6% of the NHL.
You know what I do? I need to change my search. Tuukka Rask. Some active. Active. You guys, I didn't see you guys standing up for any of these guys. I didn't hear you say Kasperi Kapanen.
Well, Patrick Laine was he was injured so at the start of the season, so he's back.
Stop making
now,
shit up, Rod. We don't want to hear it.
Stop
Stop defending Finnish hockey games in early November. Not on this show, buddy. You save that crap for Surly Monday.
But I was excited. It was a daytime sports. I can't help it. It's DJ on Friday. We got something to watch during the day. I can't complain. It may be in Finland. But
what's the get-in price, Chris, on this one?
Oh, Lord.
It's buy one seat and get 2 lit fish free. So.
Oh, God. All right. Well, you got a parlay for us?
I'm trying to. Oh boy, tickets not easy to find for this game. I just got redirected to vividseats.fi. This is. Oh boy.
See, everybody gets a loot fish. You get a loot fish. You get a loot fish.
Being offered a date to the game in Minsk. Anyways, I'm gonna take the Utah Jazz plus the points. Give me the Toronto Raptors plus the points, and the Indiana Pacers plus the points.
We'll do a mixed sport. We're going to take the Warriors game over the total. We're going to take the under in the Buffalo and Carolina, and we'll take the over in Washington and the Beavers.
I've got Oregon State, Washington over 63 with Oregon State minus 2.5, and I will throw in the Columbus Blue Jackets in Finland plus 220, and the Sabres plus 176. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you, except whoever came up with the idea for the Finland hockey.